Hey there, wonderful audience who have joined the Revolving Relationship today. Get ready to embark on an incredible adventure with us. Subscribe now and let's explore the concealed secrets and uncover the truth together. Today, we will delve into a challenging topic that is relevant to all of us on our journey: handling deceit and betrayal. Well, my friend, today's story about OP decide to divorce her spouse. Let's see the divorce process. I am not really sure where to start or why I am writing this. I just need to get everything out. Me 31 and my STBXH 32 have been married for 11 years and together 15 years. We have 3 elementary school kids. He had his first affair 3 months after I had our last child. This lasted 3 years before I found out. We tried to work it out, but he kept lying and hiding things. It took a year before he told me the whole truth. From a drinking problem while he was alone with the kids to bring his affair partner over to the house while I worked and the kids slept. He went so far as to make a fake document claiming he could not get a passport due to back child support to avoid going on a cruise with her, claiming he was in a mental institution for a bit as a reason he didn't talk to her at times. None of this true. It was very hard to trust him as he refused to do anything I asked to fix the trust. Yet I was made to be the bad guy and him the victim. A lot went down with his parents blaming me for his affair, them threatening to sue us for grandparent rights. They moved to another state and barely saw the kids when they lived 5 minutes away. Also threatened to sue for a loan their son had with them that I was unaware of, falsely accusing me of child abuse because I didn't say hi to them in the grocery store. They fully admitted to this being the reason. Lots of bullying from them, so I cut them off and asked that when he has contact with them, he would be open about their discussion, as he admitted to lying about me to them. At the beginning of the year, I thought we were getting back on track. He made me homemade chocolates and got me flowers for Valentine's Day. I still had some trust issues, and I was afraid of breaking up the family and my kids coming from a broken home. But that next weekend, his new affair partner's baby daddy showed up at our home to confront him and make sure I knew. My daughter 5 witnessed some this before I could pull her into another room. Thankfully, the other man left soon after. I asked my STBXH to leave. He said let me pack a bag, and that was it. He left and went to pick up his affair partner. They ran off that night, taking $900 out of our joint bank account, as that is all the ATM would allow. They had hit a couple. I put a stop to that by transferring everything to my mother's account till I could make a new one. They have both gotten a 2-bedroom apartment together. She has 2 kids, 3F and 9M, 50-50, week on week off. A week after we had a written agreement that he signed about support and parenting time. He would send $3,100 a month and see the kids every other weekend supervised. Now I did find out that his new girlfriend had ran off with her kids before disappearing for a month. So in fear of this, and that her ex is claiming abuse from her, I asked for supervised visits. I do believe that STBXH drinking problem was getting worse. STBXH told me not to get a lawyer, we could do this cheap and peacefully. Load of BS, I know now. He went back on the agreement a week later, got a lawyer, and claimed he was forced to sign that agreement. This whole time I was filling the paperwork out alone and asking him for help with the divorce. Nothing. He then said he had been talking to a lawyer. So I went out and put down a $3,500 retainer on one as well. For March he sent $1,500 in child support and April $900. No court orders. I had to start paying for childcare as we used to work opposite shifts to avoid this, but I changed my schedule to be home for the kids. He refused to pay half like he promised. I have to admit I was a mess. Complete blindsided. This woman he ran off with is my oldest son's best friend's mom. Lots of soccer games together and lots of sleepovers with her son at my house. STBXH never wanted our son at their house because he said it wasn't safe. I didn't know them that well. He doesn't care about the effect this has had on our oldest son and his best friend. He didn't want to tell our son, but I had to force him. They are in the same class and see each other every day. The other boy already knew, and our son, 9, did not need to hear about how dad ran off with best friend's mom from another 9-year-old. My son doesn't want to talk about it, so I don't force him. I did sign all my kids up for therapy, just to give them someone neutral to talk to. I also found out he hid a gun in the house without me knowing. I had asked him after his first affair to remove all of them after he admitted to depression and drinking problem. Anyway, our agreement stated 3-day notice before visitation. He didn't do this several times. I made an exception several times. He can talk to the kids every night on the phone, he got them. He only talks to oldest 9, average 2 minutes most nights. The youngest, 5F and 6M, hate talking on the phone and don't really seem to care to talk to him. This past month has been soccer season, and he hasn't been to a single game or practice, except the last one after I refused to let him take the kids until there are court orders. He hasn't seen them in a month. He is claiming parent alienation. He even missed his last visitation, no call, no show. A month of not seeing them or asking to see them, and then demanded to take them. He doesn't have beds for them. He thinks it is okay for my daughter 5 to share a room with her son 9. My oldest also has problems sleeping and would not do good sharing a room with 4 other kids. He has brought the police to my house twice now. Once when he picked up most of his things back in February. He was afraid of the other dad showing up and possibly getting beat up. His own fault. This last time he brought the police to the house to pick the kids up. And I knew he was coming, so we left for my parents before he got there. I knew he would try something, just not this. Told him he could come to the kids' games the next day and then to the park. I am not comfortable with him taking physical custody of the kids and having no way to get them back. The police can do nothing, and I know he is only trying to bully and intimidated me into giving the kids up. Again, he has no court orders, so they can do nothing. I saw him on the Ring camera telling them that I am lying to my lawyer. I'm not. I have sent my lawyer a lot of proof of all my claims. My lawyer has filed and sent in temporary orders, and we are just waiting on a court date. No timeline. I just don't know what to do. I don't trust him. It has been one lie after another. Mind games and blindsiding and playing victim. I just want all this to be over. The stress and always looking over my shoulder. I have had enough of this.